Hello again, and welcome to this very quick tutorial where I'm going to show you how to make a bit of a smoky background, or you could use it for like clouds, but let's get started. So what you want to do is first of all, you want to open up a new composition, and I'm just going to call this one smoky background. I'm going to make sure that I am at 1920 by 1080 at 24 frames per second. And I'm going to give myself the duration of 10 seconds here. And let's leave the background color as it is in black. So what I'm going to do is pretty simple, this one. We're just going to select down here. We're going to go right mouse click, new solid. And I'm going to call this one background. I'm going to choose like a bluish color so that it's kind of like a sky. Make it a little lighter. And I'm going to hit OK. This one, it is super easy. So we're going to make a smoky background. We're going to come over to our effects and presets, and I'm going to type in the word noise. And I want to select fractal noise under noise and grain and drag that onto my layer. And now what I want to do is I want to come into my contrast, and let's just maybe bring that up to about 130 for now. Let's bring the darkness down, maybe about -35. We can play around with these later. I'm going to come down into my transform, and underneath scale, I'm going underneath here where it says uniform scaling, I'm going to uncheck that, and we'll open up this new scale set area here. I'm going to whack this one up to about 500, and then my height maybe about 400. That looks good. And while I'm here, now that I've zoomed in, I might just work a little bit more with this contrast. Let's make it a little brighter. About 200 looks good. And let's just narrow that in a little at -33. Now, what I'm going to do is, if in order to make this move, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to evolution, and I'm going to select the stopwatch, and then I'm going to move my scrubber to the end, and I'm going to just grab this circle, and I can swirl it around a few times, or I can type it in myself if I like, but I'm just going to give about 3 evolutions. And then if I come back to the start here and I press the space bar, you'll see that it is starting to move. But what we want to do, because smoke kind of rises as it goes upwards, so we want it to move upwards. So I'm going to bring this scrubber back to the start. I am going to come over to my, where is it? No, back in my transform tools. Under transform, I've got my offset turbulence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the stopwatch for this. I'm going to come over to the end. And in this one here, where it says 540, I'm going to bring it upwards. You see this circle here? We want this to come up to the top. So let's scroll it, keep scrolling it. So somewhere around, let's make it go a little bit higher so it'll go a little faster. So maybe around -280. Now, if I come back to the start and press the space bar again, you'll see that it looks as if it's going upwards. Like that. Now, obviously, this is not the color that I want. So I'm going to now come up to my blending mode. And instead of being normal, I'm going to change this to screen. And it'll give me my blue background again. And then this is just naturally turned white. So if you want to leave it at white, you're welcome to do that. But say that you wanted to have another color. I would then come over to effects and presets and type in the word tint. And we want to select under color correction, the word tint. We're going to drag and drop that underneath here. And yep, it's going to change it like this. But what we're going to do is we are going to select our black, and we're going to select this and change it to this color blue and select OK. And then we're going to go to our white and let's select kind of like a brownish color, something that's like dark and smoky. Maybe even about there. Excellent. And select OK. And so now when we press the spacebar, kind of looks a bit smoky. Now, I think that maybe there's just a little too little smokier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to my fractal noise again, and I'm just going to change my contrast a little bit, and I'm going to change my brightness just to bring in a little bit more smoke in here, because that's a lot better. Because now if I go back to my project and say I've got an image that I'm going to throw in front of this, like this in this case, I'm going to use this castle again. I'm going to throw that into the front. Whoops. You'll now see as I press play, it has like this smoky background. Perhaps the castle is burning. It's just been attacked. And that's the best way to create a bit of a smoky background that has a bit more versatility, that is easy to use. It's very quick. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So once you finish, don't forget to render it out and don't forget to save your projects. And don't forget to like and subscribe.